They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Chicago Bears. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
We go time. 180. 2 for 1. Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Goff. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Value 3, value 3.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
White 20. Check, 59. Yeah.
Third down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
No. Check safety.
This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
You got tape right there. Check 18.
Trubisky will throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
Put up, 180. Get the ball. Red, go.
Now Trubisky to throw on center. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Trubisky on third and long. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Matt Weil now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Good job. Good stop, dude. Good stop. All right, 120.
From the gun on third down, Goff. And able to find Higbee, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long. Back to throw. Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board first here tonight. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the 2nd quarter.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus. And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 26, check 26.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. Open man there is Patterson, complete. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
Bears first down.
180. 54. 54.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
He was brought down by John Johnson. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They run with Patterson, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
180. 54. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Here's Patterson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Corey Littleton, Pro Bowler for the first time a season ago, in to make the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Mike 5-4. Alert. Don't get nervous.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Stepping up, he's good. Now Trubisky lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and, in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore. I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
On second down and 4, Goff. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first and 10, Goff. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up first and 10. Now Goff. Oh, he's looking for a touchdown deep for Woods. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
This is taken at the 3. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What do we do? And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On first down, Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run on first down. Patterson. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
He's coming. We got time.
To throw on second and 6. Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 17-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mike, 58, right there. Watch, twitch.
Patterson on the draw play. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Trey Burton, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Gurley with a little bit of an opening there as he's able to get 5 on 1st down. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
20, super.
On 1st down, gone. That's complete to his tight end Higbee. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now it's Gurley. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 38, Goff. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 14.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead with the matching touchdown a moment ago. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
We go tonight. Black 20. Ric Flair.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
58 to Mike. Hey. We're good.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Black 20. Man, that's trash. Hey, kill. 17.
On 2nd and 9. Goff going up top for Kupp. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Goff now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Gone. He gets it to Cooks.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things they consider safe.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd and short.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play call, because a 1-play drive.
Now Trubisky lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Next to score, Rams 27, Bears 7.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by John Jansen. And this one...